Greetings, my name is Apratim Shukla and today I'm going to demonstrate my application VIT Ask. VIT Ask or VITASK, also known as VITASK. It's a dynamic API server for VTOP and it has a bunch of functionalities and it's an open source project that I created in summer. And the main reason why I went forward with this project was because I wanted the community in VIT to have access to data from VTOP Chennai, which they weren't generally getting access to. So what I did was I used Flask, I used Python requests, I used PIL library to solve the CAPTCHA. I used a bunch of different other functionalities such as Harvester, which was added recently because if you might have noticed on VTOP, they have added a new layer of security just today and it's reCAPTCHA v 2.0. And bypassing it isn't a big deal if you know what you're doing. So as you can see, yeah, it's saying that invalid captcha and it has added this second layer of protection, which is reCAPTCHA. So I bypass this really easily by using the function called harvester, and it's a really cool library called harvester available. It's an open source library. It's available on PyPy and it has this function called fetch, through which you can easily mine data from different capture services such as Google reCAPTCHA v2.0, v3.0. Along with that, there's also edge capture. You can utilize it with any of that, and I quickly combined it with this along with providing the side key, and then I added the G response and I fetched the details. So let's not get into the details. I can't describe the code base on a whole because it's more than 1800 lines and has so many models. Like it took a lot of time, but I can quickly summarize the basics. Like we are using Beautiful Soup for parsing, we are using Firebase Real-Time DB, we are using PIL library for capture solving, we are using DateTime library for mapping for the timetable. Along with that, we are also using Flask render template and everything, all the basic Flask functionalities. And along with that, base64 encoding is used in some aspects, and we aren't just restricted to LMS. We aren't just restricted to VTOP. We are also have also extended our service to LMS, which is the Moodle for VIT Chennai. So we also provide API so that you can scrape data from LMS Droplet, which is a 10 USD plan which I'm playing for, and it has 2 GB RAM, and I'm using that. I have it disconnected from it right now, obviously. So that's the plan which we are using, and we have created the deployments, and I'm using Cloudflare to provide us the necessary security which is required. And as you can see, we have so many visitors, we have so many requests, so handling all this content delivery network is a must, along with caching, so that we have 24/7 uptime, and we save a lot of bandwidth in this process also. Along with that, along with the web app also, we have two Android applications. One is VIT Ask and other is OnJS application, which is the desktop app for VIT Ask. It's quite minimalistic and is around 90 MB in size, and this also provides CGPA calculator and a bunch of other functionalities. The cool aspect is, let me quickly show you how the API works. So suppose you want to see the history, just send a request, and the request can't be anything arbitrary. You need to pass two aspects. One is the XVIT Ask API header, which is required for and absolutely necessary for authentication. Other is the token, which is required for identification of the person. So how does it identify that me, Apratim, is sending the request? It's identifying on the basis of this API token itself, and the XVIT Ask API secret key is used for authorization. So it's authorizing that this person is having the access to use the API calls and make subsequent calls. If you don't pass this header value, you won't be able to make any calls. So you can see my grade history and everything. You can even see my attendance from last semester if you want. If you want to see from new semester, you can also see the project on GitHub. It's available here on this URL. You can read the API documentation if you want to know the specifics, like on which path you can get like the history, you can get the marks, you can get the attendance, you can get the timetable. So you can access all this data accordingly, and you can see, yeah, attendance have been fetched. Now it takes quite some time because it's passing everything, and I have wrote each of these passes manually, so it took a lot of time. As you can see, like passing logic by me and everything, profile logic. So all this data extraction takes some time. Even the solving of the captcha takes some time. So that's it, I guess, and that pretty much sums up the application. If anyone wants to use it, he is welcome to use. Suggestions are welcome, and it's currently under upgrade. So I would be it would be great like if someone you can contribute on this project and make it even better. I have even written a Medium blog post on this. If you want, you can go through my blog post and have a greater understanding of how like VIT Ask is working, what it is doing, what's the purpose, why did I create this API server. You can have a comprehensive look on that. So yeah, this is my blog post. It has future prospects, the development phase start, new start, everything, and how I started this project, why I started this. So yeah, that's it. Thank you. Yes, some of the changes that some of the details that I forgot to mention were that, yeah, this is the web UI. If you want to see, I'm currently showing it on the local host. So as you can see my details which have been passed from VTop, and because I'm staff, it's showing a staff badge. If you are a normal user, it will show you as a normal user. And each of the users have different API quota limits. Like staffs have access to this staff dashboard, and you can see we have more than 400 users with more than 200 new users. And there's people from all the years. It's from 16 to even 20 batches. We have everyone on our platform. And but cool aspect of VITask is that you have access to this thing called VITask API dashboard, which allows you to build your own application easily. From here, you can get the secret key, which was required for making the API calls, and the API token which I was sending. This is mandatory. You can even see like how much API calls you are using. For the staff plan, it's unlimited. For normal plans, we are restricting the users to less than 100 calls. And you can upgrade your plan obviously if you want to make more API calls. Pricings is shown here, premium, extras, everything is available. And you can see the assignments on this UI. This is all being fetched directly from LMS and being parsed accordingly, then displayed on our UI. And after that, I've created the corresponding API for it via Flask, and then I have provided you access via REST. So no marks available right now. Obviously, you can see the attendance in different courses. Along with that, you can also see the academic history, and that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much the entire application, which is going under upgrade, and it would be evolving continuously, so make sure to watch out for the development. Thank you.